It's always been a goal of mine to be able to donate 6 figures in charity. And I was able to do that for the first time last year, which was really, really exciting. My plan was to go pre-med and then eventually go on to medical school. So I wanted to get into pharmaceutical sales for a little bit so that I could make some money before going to medical school. My husband is a couple years older than me, was already in medical school. So I could see what those bills looked like. And I come from an immigrant family. Like there was no way we were going to be able to afford me going to medical school. Undergrad, I had scholarships. I was a STEM scholar, so I wanted to work for a little bit. I had a friend's sister who was in pharmaceutical sales, said she made good money, so needed sales experience, started looking for that. In the field, yes, which is, I think, what kind of locked me in initially. Oh, wow, I'm better at this than I thought I would be, so. I had really great mentorship for sure. I was trained well. I definitely don't come from this background. I'm naturally more of an introverted person. You know, I'm like geeky. That's my background. I'm nerdy. So coming in, I was surrounded by, people who are introverted, extroverted. There was good mentors who were an example of that. Just the situation I came into, it was really good for me. I'll be honest, no, it scared my husband. Did not scare me. I was really motivated. I'd never heard of a position where if you worked harder, you made more money. Every other job I'd heard of or been a part of, it was hourly or salaried. And so when they said, hey, it's uncapped, I was like, put me in the game. I was really excited about that because I was, in need of saving some money. So I think it was just the fact that one, he was still in school, so I was like kind of supporting us both. So, and the job I had in research at the hospital I worked at before that was salaried, and it came with good benefits, and it was just, it was safer in his mind, where it was like, hey, it's a set paycheck, we know what we're getting, we can budget easier. And this, it was like, one week you might make this much, one week you might make that much. And, how do we know how to spend, how to budget? And that just, I think that really scared him because he'd never done anything like that either. I've been able to help my siblings get through college, which has been really rewarding because I'm the oldest of 5 kids. I was able to put my mom on payroll, which has been really cool because obviously I am who I am because of the way I was raised, and I appreciate them endlessly for that. And then I was able to build, my dream home from the ground up. And it's in a great neighborhood where I can raise, my daughter and, God willing, future son in just a good environment with good schools. And then lastly, I'd say it's always been a goal of mine to be able to donate 6 figures in charity. And I was able to do that for the first time last year, which was really, really exciting. In one calendar year. There's a lot. So I don't just support one. I've done stuff for PCRF. I do a lot with St. Jude's, MS Walks, a lot for young women in STEM programs, like different organizations like that. I'd say what surprised me the most about learning sales and leadership development was just how much of it can be taught. So many people come in thinking you're like predisposed to being good at some of these things. Like I definitely thought that. What was surprising was it was like anything you're bad at, you can in fact get good at. Everything's a teachable skill set. So even at times where maybe I felt discouraged or I was like, oh, I'm not naturally good at this, things that would have, for people who are high performers or perfectionists, like that's frustrating if you've never really been bad at things before in your life. And what was always reassuring was every time there was something I struggled with, there was someone I could turn to who was really good at it. So even when I struggled, I never had to struggle for long, which was, it was surprising because I really did come in thinking that like, oh, if you're good at sales, you're just extroverted and you're charismatic. And if you're good at leadership, you're just confident and you're poised and all of these things, but you can learn how to be all of those things.